Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Highlight. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Renegades. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Fireballs. Out first, number 8, Jedden. Number 48, Cabrera. Number 12, Ron. Number 28, Lalu. Number 21, Urrutia. And the captain, number 87, Aratz. And now the home team, the Renegades. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 92, Flores. From Pau, France, number 14, Stan. From Miami, Florida, number 7, Ben. From Mutriku in the Basque Country, number 40, Goanaga. From Zumaya in the Basque Country, number 38, Urbieta. And the captain from Mutriku in the Basque Country, number 20, Gosheri. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into another Friday night edition of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you this matchup between the Fireballs and the Renegades. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Friday night highlight, I am doing great.
Let's take a look here at our standings just before we get started. Fireballs have been on quite the run, winning 2 game days in a row in 10 of their last 12 matches in those 2 game days. The Renegades still in the playoff mix, tied with the Fireballs. See all those teams tied for second with the Cyclones there with 3 points. Top 4 teams make the playoffs. These 2 teams in it right now, but jockeying for position. We'll see tonight in this 1 singles and 5 doubles game day where the points go. We'll get started in the 6th division of doubles. We're going to see Jedden and Cabrera out there for the Fireballs as they take on Stan and Flores for the Renegades. Jedden and Cabrera 2-1 to begin this season. Stan and Flores 0-4.
Jedden serves, we begin. Flores on the backhand to the inside. Beautiful scoop by Cabrera. Here's Flores from the 10 line to the inside. Cabrera's there, backhand. Rabote for Stan. Stan down low. Jed makes the catch on the right forehand. Right side to the inside. Catch by Flores at the 10. Cabrera from the 11 line. Rabote, that rebound off the back wall, saved by Stan. Cabrera moves in, backhand from the 6, hard to the inside. Flores has it. Bote left side, 2-all, opening up. Stan stops it on the right side. Cortada stopped by Cabrera. Flores is there, backhand from the 9. Jedden midcourt, hard throw. Tipped in the backcourt. First point goes to Jedden and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Jedden will serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Cabrera just continues to impress me each and every season with his catching. I mean, scooping up that cortada there. It was a pretty good throw by Stan to start off the game day.
Absolutely.
Cabrera 97.3%, 12th on the roster, highest in Division 6 of all players.
Cabrera from the 12 line. Here's the backhand. Stan from the 9 at the side wall. Keeps it on the left side. Here's Cabrera again. Backhand 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well done. 2 points for the Fireballs. Jedden and Cabrera. Jedden serves.
Well, he's had his fair share of struggles with that shot this season. Also had a lot of success with it too. And the one thing that's consistent, though, is there is space to score. I mean, look how deep Stan is. I mean, he's between the 10 and the 11, and he's on the inside. Throw it with...
Here's the backhand to the inside. Rebote saved by Cabrera. Keeps the point going. That ball's tipped up in the front court. 3 points for Jedden and Cabrera. Jedden serves.
Fireball scrambling, but able to save themselves with some pretty good defense. Cabrera, great rebote save, running all the way into the backcourt, laying one up, and then Stan couldn't bring it in, trying to attack up on the left side.
It's a good hard serve by Jedden. Here's Cabrera, backhand from the 10 line. Right to the corner, rebote dropping, saved by Stan. Jedden from the forehand to the inside. Rebote left side. Here's Cabrera, backhand. Cabrera from the 9 line, low and hard to the inside. Stan reaching up, makes a fine catch at the side wall. Scoop by Cabrera.
Oh, boy.
4th point for Jedden and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Jedden has the serve.
Yeah, I could see how Flores got a little confused there. Stan was moving in towards the ball, but was calling you. So, you know, his body was telling him one thing and his words were telling him another. And Flores used to ducking out of there, and he typically did the right thing. But
Jedden with a fine catch on the backhand. Flores from the 10. Rebote saved by Cabrera. That hits up too high. There'll be no shutout here in the first set. Stan and Flores are on the board with the point and the serve.
Really the first mistake here for the Fireballs. So see if the Renegades can take advantage. And if you're Stan and Flores, I mean, you just got to go for it against this Jedden and Cabrera team. I mean, you see the way that Cabrera's catching to begin this match. He's really on a different level in the back than most players in this division. You got to attack up there in the front, throw some shots to beat this team.
Low runner to the inside, and Flores is there. Backhand. Backhand 2-all. That lands in and scores. 5 points for Jedden and Cabrera of the Fireballs. This is possible set point.
And look how much space there is again. I mean, Stan is nowhere close. He's thinking one thing, and that's attacking.
There's a time to throw it, and there's a time, you know, that's one of the things, obviously, that, well, you're not critical of, but I get critical of back here, but he's thrown it well twice.
Yeah.
Flores winds up.
Yeah.
Soft touch to the inside costado drop shot from the 10 line by Flores will score. My, oh, my. Tricky shot.
Yes, it was.
2 points for Stan and Flores. Stan serves, still possible set point.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're talking about. I mean, got to mix it up here, and the underdog, I mean, drops it just above the pad, and that's a tough shot. Not used to seeing that from Flores, but that's perfect.
Here's the backhand. Flores is there. Flores from the 11 line. That got away from him, hit the overhead screen. Point and set to Jedden and Cabrera of the Fireballs. They take the first set. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Yeah, and that was really solid play from Jedden and Cabrera. I mean, they look comfortable, look composed the entire way through.
Jedden made every catch they needed to make. The serve was working for him. Cabrera, again, solid catching. One got away from him, hit the overhead screen. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on Jedden there and Cabrera. Cabrera all smiles.
And rightfully so. I mean, this team 2-1 to begin the regular season. The only loss came against CRB and Kubala. And that team played in Division 5 last year, dropped down to Division 6 with the rankings and how it worked out. So they're going to be a tough team, no doubt about it, and probably the best team on paper. So Jedden and Cabrera, since that point, rattled off 2 wins in a row. And here, probably looking as good as we've seen them in now their second season playing together. On this game day tonight will be 1 singles and 5 doubles, as I said at the top of the broadcast. Division 2 through Division 6 doubles. So the only one we won't see is Division 1 doubles tonight, but we will get the Division 1 singles match that's coming up next.
What a match it's going to be, huh?
Yes, between the brothers goes Sherry and Aratz, and Aratz's first game day against his former team.
And potentially, from what I understand, first time 2 brothers have gone up against each other, certainly in Division 1 Battle Court, but perhaps in all of Battle Court.
Second time, Inaki and Alex, but it is the second.
See? That's why we have a statistician, and that's why I am not the statistician.
But it's still historic nonetheless. First time these 2 brothers have gone up against one another, and it's always...
Well, it's worth the CEO of the program gave me that stat before we started, so credit to her.
We'll have a word.
We're ready to begin our second set. Stan has the serve for the Renegades. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Rebote forehand. That escapes to the outside, now to play. First point of the second set goes to Jedden and Cabrera. Jedden serves.
Yeah, it's really been a struggle for Stan this year, particularly in this division. I mean, he's got the lowest catch rate here of anybody in Battle Court, of any full-time player, just below 82%.
Fault under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Flores. Cabrera's there. Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Rebote. Jen will back up to take that on the bounce. Good grab on the forehand. Scoop attempt is tipped. 2 points for Jedden and Cabrera with the fireballs. Jedden serves.
And I like to see Jedden put those forehands just a little bit lower off the front wall. I mean, that one, you see what happened, just barely got a little bounce off the floor before Flores could make the catch. And what happens? It results in a miss. There's been 2 or 3 earlier in the first set that he elevated and Flores was able to catch in the air. Putting the ball on the ground, touching another surface makes it so much tougher.
That serve is tipped. Fireballs have their 3rd point here in the second set. Jedden serves.
And again, that's right to Stan. I mean, straight to his left side. He's looking to make a play and sometimes get into throwing motion before you have that ball secured in the basket.
Excellent catch by Flores in the backcourt. He sends it right up the middle to the forehand of Cabrera. Cabrera, right side with a light touch. Here's Stan. Floater. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Stan moves to the outside. He stops it. Catch by Cabrera. Cabrera with a light touch inside. Stands there. Backhand. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Backhand 2-all. Got him. 4 points for Jedden and Cabrera of the fireballs. Jedden serves.
And that's 3 in a row that he's thrown to perfection. I mean, but you noted it. So, I mean, look at Stan. He's running back and to the inside. I mean, he's got to stop his momentum, cut straight to the outside. There's no way he can get there.
Yeah, both of the players are standing like 4 feet away from the side wall, so I understand. Just landed in, and Cabrera's done it well.
Yeah, and I think the one thing this season is he's had the space on those backhand 2-walls. He doesn't need to put it as close to the boundary as he has. So.
Jedden attacks from the right side. There's the carom. That is in and scoring. Well executed by Jedden. That gets them to 5 points. Possible match point for Jedden and Cabrera.
And the most complete performance we've seen from this Fireballs team. Look at the offensive side of things here with the carom. I mean, he drops it, you see, just inside the boundary, but very clearly in and just out of reach of Stan.
Stan going for the serve, has a tip ball. That is point, set, and match in straight sets for Jedden and Cabrera of the Fireballs, winning at 6-2, 6-0.
Fireball strike first. You see that scoreline happen quickly, 6-2, 6-0. Dominant win to start off the game day. Jedin Cabrera defeating Stan and Flores. Coming up next, we'll see the highly anticipated singles match between the brothers, Gaucheri and Arats, making their way out there right now.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Highlight League. The crown is yours.
And we're back here. Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting the win just a few moments ago by Jedin and Cabrera. I forgot, how did the Renegades, I know one of the points was a drop shot by Flores, but I think was it a perfect catching performance by the Fireballs? Either way, got the first win, and they look great to start off this game day. There they are, Jedin and Cabrera. What a performance to get things started on a pretty important game day tonight. You looked as comfortable as ever, but how did you feel out there?
I felt great. What motivated me is watching this guy work out every single day in the gym. Like, really, he's going in the gym every day, working out to try to get his condition up, and it's showing on here in the court. And seeing him do that gives me inspiration. So I feel like that's why we was able to not drop a ball today.
Yeah, and Cabrera, the offense was pretty impressive. The backhand two walls landing in. What are the adjustments you had to make to try to land that with a little bit more consistency this year?
I don't know. Just don't throw it out. You should see my locker. I got like mad demerits in there. So, I don't know. I just look in the glass, and if I see them cheating, I'll shoot it. I don't care who's out there. Nicholas, Stan, Jedin, myself. I don't care.
Hey, work tonight. Keep on going, guys. Congratulations on the first win of the game day.
Can we get a let's go Fireball?
Very elegant. And by cheating, that's just something that people within the highlight community will talk about cheating to the inside or cheating the outside. It's no cheating. There's no cheating in the play. No one did anything against the rules. Sometimes you should be going outside and you cheat to the inside or cheat to the outside.
Of course. Well, about 30 seconds away from the singles match. How about this? Arats, first season in Division I. He'll take on his older brother, Gaucheri, for the first time. Arats this season 1-1 in singles, his only win coming against Nicholas. Gaucheri this year, he's off to a great start. He's 4-1. This should be a lot of fun, Stu.
No question about it.
Two brothers up in Division I.
World champion doubles team when playing together. Now going up against each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 2. A top-ranked singles match representing the Fireballs. We have number 87, Arats. And for the Renegades, number 20, Gaucheri. There's a serve by Arats. We begin. Gaucheri powers the backhand inside. Tough catch along the side wall. Gaucheri looking to pass. He does. Arats out at the 9. Plays the rebote. Gaucheri steps back to cut it off. Arats on the inside. Backhand opens up. Gaucheri hard to the inside again. Arats steps up. Makes the play in the air. 2-wall with a soft touch. That's too low. I caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Gaucheri first here in our second match.
So Gaucheri comes out firing first, made a great catch. Now you're going to say, well, why didn't he just swing his arms a little? Because the harder he threw that, true, the more likely it would have potentially hit the glass, but would have been higher in the air coming off the glass, landing in, giving Gaucheri a better play on it. Throwing it light like that just kind of kisses the front wall on the 2-wall. Highlight a game of inches. That one landed in the pad, but had that touched the front wall, the glass part, yeah, no way his brother would have gotten to that.
Serve drops in, Aratz up there at the 10 line. High to the inside, passing goes Sherry. Robote, that's right on the wall, missed. Aratz ties it up, 1-1.
The closer the ball is to the side wall, when it's coming off the front wall or the back wall, the more difficult it is to get a play on it. Again, you got to fit that cesta really right up against the side wall, let it drop in, and then complete the throwing motion, one full motion, get it up to the glass.
Sherry with the backhand, low and hard. Aratz steps up, makes the play in the air. Right into the corner, goes Sherry for Robote, picked off. Here's Aratz. Low inside placement, goes Sherry, makes the catch. His 2-wall return, not enough. Aratz gets out there. Hurtado to the inside. What a catch by goes Sherry, rips it off the side wall. Aratz just lays this one up, goes Sherry looking to attack. 2-wall. Aratz has got it again, forehand.
High.
Thrown high, passing, and that will score. What a point. Aratz takes the lead, 2-1.
Look, there's really no question about the difference between Gaucheri and Aratz when it comes to singles here at Magic City. Gaucheri's won multiple singles titles. He's just so dominant in singles. Aratz has got to be real smart to beat him. He can, but he's got to play really smart.
How about that catch, man? I mean, Gaucheri, look at all these opportunities, and Aratz is just everywhere. Gaucheri on the left side from the backcourt, rips it along the wall. Aratz makes the play. High, hard throw. Gaucheri looking for the Robote. Right on the numbers again, just kind of lays it up. Aratz, 2-wall, 2-score. That opens wide. He makes it 3-1.
This is the type of play that Aratz, he just needs to keep the pace going fast. Kill him when he has him. Here clearly. And Aratz, too, particularly sneaky from the costado. We've seen him drop it inside. I don't know about the same frequency with respect to throwing 2 walls, but when he's got it on the costado, you really can't be exact sure of where he's going to throw it.
Sherry powers it inside. What a catch along the wall, pulled in by Aratz. Sherry on the backhand, rips it. Aratz right there. Sherry not going to let him pass, goes back to the 11 line, fires this one high and hard. Aratz, Robote, 2-wall, it opens, and it scores. Light touch. That's 4 points for Aratz.
That's the light touch that he was looking for before. He got it that time. That thing opened wide. Gaucheri took off trying to get to it. Again, just enough to get it up to the glass. Gaucheri's got it assessed out, but it's already hit the screen. Very well done by Aratz.
And I think it's fair to say that I think Aratz's costados developed more than any player in battle court since we began. I mean, look back at those first singles matches to now. I mean, he's throwing mostly costados now and used to not throw them at all. Robote forehand to the outside. Gaucheri letting it pass. Fool fires it back inside. Aratz makes a tough play. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Gaucheri takes off for it. Fires it inside. That one passing, dropping low. Another 2-wall. Ooh, that one kicks wide. Gives Gaucheri 2 points and the serve.
That was a bold attempt at another 2-wall there by Aratz. That was pretty bold.
Yeah.
Gaucheri was out there. His positioning wasn't particularly good, but...
And, you know, if you're going to lay up a defensive shot, you know, sometimes you may as well go for it, especially on an aggressive player like Gaucheri. Hard serve, handled by Aratz. Here's the backhand. Catch by Gaucheri. Robote coming out. Robote left side. Played to the inside. Gaucheri gets in there. Strong backhand again. Robote forehand. Gaucheri steps up, takes it in the air. Fires it to the inside. Low and hard. It's knocked down. That's 3 points for Gaucheri. It's cut the deficit to 1.
Yeah, that ball kicked up, and Aratz goes for the scoop. It goes just off the frame of his cesta. That's the thing about Gaucheri. Tremendous power on both sides.
Aratz backhand along the wall. Tough catch made by Gaucheri. Aratz lays it up. Gaucheri looking to attack from the 7 line. Rips it inside. Scoop by Aratz. And Rabote caught along the sidewall. Ratsu backhand 2-wall. Gaucheri all over it. Stops it in the air. Pumps it inside. What a catch off the sidewall. 2-wall on the Rabote.
Beautiful.
Scores for Gaucheri. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri serves.
Gaucheri throws a beautiful Costello 2-wall off the Rabote. Sidewall, front wall just above the pad, straight out to the screen. Beautifully executed by Gaucheri.
Tough
What a
catch
catch.
made along the wall to get things started. Big backhand. Rabote coming away out. 2-wall Rabote snapped in to score. That's 4 straight. Gaucheri leads, and he's got a possible set point.
Yep. Got to keep Gaucheri, if you can, on the side wall with that Rabote. He's as dangerous off the Rabote as he is off the front wall. Especially up there, 5-6 line. Big strike zone there for Gaucheri.
Fault under serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Arats back at the 12 line. Fires it high, passing in the corner. Rabote forehand, play to the inside, cut off by Arats. Looking to pass, Gaucheri rips it off the wall. His backhand kicking up. Arats makes the play. Rabote 2-wall. Oh, Arats just got there. Forehand inside. Gaucheri, great control. Fires it back inside. Arats makes the catch. 2-wall.
Gaucheri reads it.
Oh, he's got it. Forehand to the inside. 3-wall. Arats knows
Look at
where
that
to
read.
be. What a save. Gaucheri on the forehand. Fires it inside again. That'll finish it off. Point and set. A hard-fought set. Won by Gaucheri, 6-4. 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2. Well, that was a fun first set.
No question about it. Arats was looking very dominant early on there in that first set. Gaucheri came back, put his foot on the gas, never let up. Off the Rabote, off the front wall. Gaucheri just shot after shot, straight on to win the set.
Let's take a look at some of those replays. I mean, it felt like Arats had all the momentum, led as much as 4-1. I think Gaucheri with 5 straight points, and I think this was early on in that set. Arats to the inside.
Such a catch.
I mean, man, that is just crazy. But look at Arats hanging in there. Gaucheri from the costado. It's all over the 2-wall. Makes the stop, and then elevates it
Such a smart
inside
play.
to score.
Get it over his head. There's not going to be any Rabote if you touch the side wall and the back wall.
And then this one here, Arats just gets there. Forehand to the inside. How about this control? Right into the costado. Inside. 2-wall. Oh, not enough. How about this effort?
Great read by Arats.
Diving to the outside.
And throws it to the outside.
But then there's just too much space. Gaucheri ends it with that one to the inside.
Great set. 1 point better than the next there between Gaucheri and Arats.
So Gaucheri comes away with the first set. And this season, as is the case pretty much every year, you know, Gaucheri and Goenaga have been the leaders of this team up in the front court. And really the two biggest leaders this season. Renegades 17-5 in any match featuring Gaucheri or Goenaga. They're just 1-12 in all others. So puts a little more stress on Gaucheri and Goenaga, a little more pressure, but those guys always find a way to deliver. Gaucheri with 5 straight points. He comes back in the first set. Ready to begin set number 2. Set 2 ready to begin. Arats will serve to Gaucheri. There's a serve. Set 2 has begun. Goes Sherry to the inside. Backhand caught by Rotz. Rotz fires it deep. Goes Sherry. Takes off looking for the rebote. Fires it a little too high. That kicked up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. Rotz gets the first point. Set 2.
So many players on the various battle court rosters with tremendous power on the right side. They see their opponent. They know they want to get it past them. Throw it high on those top panels. Frequently get a little kick like that in the overhead screen.
Backhand low and hard. Picked off in the corner. Here's a Rotz. Rebote coming out. Rebote to the inside. Picked up. Rotz right into the Costado. It's a 2-wall. Goes Sherry over this one. Carambola back to the outside. Look at that catch.
Tough
Inside
one.
placement.
Oh,
what
what
a
a catch.
scoop by Goes Sherry. Backhand 2-wall. That'll kick up and score. That ties it up. 1-1.
Do we have a statistician handy to tell us how many backhand 2-walls Gaucheri throws? I don't recall many.
I think you may be listening. We could get you that. But well, I think that's the first we've ever seen. To your point.
What a time to throw it.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unexpected time, but... Yeah,
Unexpected throw? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, but we'll get you that answer, Stu. Rebote left side, play to the inside. Rotz makes the catch, good read. Hard backhand, thrown a pass. Goes Sherry up at the 7 line, fires the rebote, wall to wall. Rotz able to pass on this return. Goes Sherry, that one's right on the wall, just flicks it up overhead. Rotz on the 2-wall. Ooh, Goes Sherry makes
right
a
there.
great stop. Inside placement will score. That's 2 points in the lead for Goes Sherry.
Yeah, Arat's coming back, shaking his head. Just sometimes when you catch the ball and you have the throw in mind, changing it is very, very difficult to do. When you're being trained in highlight, usually the recommendation is that you just make the catch. Whatever it is you're going to throw it. If the guy happens to be there, just do the best you can. But trying to change things up in the middle of a throw, usually we'll get the ball clinking off the sidewall or in the pad.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rotz makes the catch, fires it from the 11 line. Back into the corner goes Sherry. Strong rebote. Passing a Rotz. Inside placement on the return. Gus Sherry comes cross court. Great catch. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Rebote inside again. Goes Sherry makes another scoop. Oh, bullet cut off by a Rotz. Great read. Hard throw to pass. Catch in the middle of the court. Inside placement goes Sherry.
Off the
Long
center.
run, just out of reach. That ties it up, 2-2.
Neither brother wanting to make a mistake here. Both playing pretty conservative. We're not going to see very many misses from Gaucheri around the 9 line. 2-3 feet from the sidewall on the left side. That's Costado's his sweet spot.
Goes Sherry from the 12 line. Hard throw coming up the middle. Here's the Rebote. Rebote inside placement. Sherry's right there. Will go Sherry to the inside of Rotz now. This one will score.
Part of it is selling it with your body language when you're going to throw the fake. And again, Rotz has thrown multiple 2-walls from the Costado here. So he gets it, has on the Costado. Gaucheri breaks to the outside. Rotz throws it right to the inside. And not a lot for Rebote either.
High bouncing serve taken back to the 13 line. Gaucheri strong throw. Rotz committed, comes away with it. Sherry left side, Robote to the inside. Long run, this one dropping. What
Great
a save. Natchez lays this one up. Go Sherry looking for it. Costado, 2-wall. Oh, Rotz took off early. He got there in plenty of time to the inside. That scores. 4-2 lead for Rotz here in set 2.
Great concentration by Rotz. More importantly, the way he reads his opponent, in this case his brother, to know whether or not he's going to throw a 2-wall or go back to the inside. He read the 2-wall perfectly. Beautifully thrown.
Sherry picks this one up. Strong backhand, wall 2-wall. Rotz, Robote left side, play to the inside. Sherry gets in there, nice scoop. Lobs the backhand up in the corner. Rotz comes all the way back forward, outside placement, not enough. Sherry tracks it down. Ooh, into the drop shot. That'll score. What a shot there. Give him 3 points and the serve.
Yeah, Rotz was mid-court back around the 9 line. Sherry makes the catch. Hasn't thrown a drop shot yet. Good time to do it. Looked like Rotz was like, am I going to chase that down or is it going to hit the pap? I should have chased it down.
Rotz back there at the 11 line. Plays it to the inside. Here's the Robote. Tough scoop. Rotz had it for a moment. Came out of the basket. 4-4 is the score.
He did have to maneuver around Sherry to try to make that call. Try to make that catch, rather. So I was thinking about your call, and then I mixed the two up. But still, no interference, and Rotz clearly capable of making that scoop.
Rotz, hard throw, wall 2-wall. Robote coming out. Robote firing inside, long run. Rotz,
what a catch.
Scoop, gets back in there to make the play. Sherry goes up for it, fires the backhand from the 10. Passing again, high off the back wall. Robote 2-wall, fall down, that opens. And it scores for Rotz. He takes a 5-4 lead. It's a possible set point.
That opened wide, beautifully executed fall down Robote. 2-wall by Rotz here. Boom, straight to the sidewall. Sidewall cuts to the front wall, and out. Well done. And a salute from Sherry. Possible set point for Rotz.
Sherry back in the corner, fires the left side. That's coming a long way up the middle, Robote. Oh, that clipped a little. Sherry makes the play. Pumps it to the inside, long run. Rotz in position. He returns a 2-wall. It opens and it scores. Wow. We are going to a third set in 2 minutes. Rotz wins it 6-4.
That was a ballsy, ballsy, ballsy shot. I mean, that's really just going for it. That's like in or out, you or me. You or me, as I've heard it said once or twice or 1,000 times in the locker rooms of Jai Alai. It's you or me. It's either making it or it's not.
And all Sherry can do is just smile as he's walking off the court. What a shot there by the youngest brother. But he forces a third set here, Stu, after, he led 4-1 in set number 1, too. So Rotz has had firm control of most of this match here. What a great save to end it.
Yeah, that was a...
I mean, the way that opened up was just incredible. We'll get another look at it here in a moment.
Don't know that Sherry was like watching it go to the front, open up from the sidewall to the front wall, looking at it saying, no way this thing lands in. Oh my, it landed in.
That opened up at like the 1 line. I mean, this is...
And you see how far outside of the front, to the outside of the front wall this thing lands. Oh, this isn't it.
No, I think, this is.
This is the one that clipped a little bit too much. This is it.
This is it right here. Have patience, too. Look at this. Coming in. Boom. Yeah.
Look at that drop down.
Boy.
Just perfect.
Yeah, like the 2 line.
Perfect.
Fans loving it. Yeah, that was a good shot.
Well, Sherry's out on the court. Oh, they're both out on the court with 30 seconds to go.
They are ready to get this match started. This one has lived up to the billing. First time these brothers have gone up against one another in Battle Court in Aratz's first season up in Division I. Goanaga and Urbieta 3-1. Urrutia and Ron coming off that only win this season, so perhaps playing with a little more confidence today, led by number 21 Urrutia up there in the front court. We'll see how he handles, I'd say arguably and most likely his toughest matchup to date against this Goanaga and Urbieta team. A good test for Ron here in the backcourt. We'll see what happens here in this third division doubles match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 3, third division doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have the team of Urrutia and Ron. And for the Renegades, we have Goanaga and Urbieta.
Urrutia serves, we begin. Robote, left side by Urrutia. Urbieta from the 11 line, backhand. There's the backhand by Goanaga, powerfully to the inside, Braun's there. Ron again, beautiful catch off the sidewall behind the 10 line. That backhand along the wall, out to the Robote. Urrutia going for it on the bounce, has a tip ball at the 7 line. First point of this match goes to Renegades, Goanaga and Urbieta. Goanaga has the serve.
And this Goanaga and Urbieta team is one of the most consistent in all of Battle Court. They're not going to give you anything. I mean, all these points are going to have to be earned if you're Urrutia and Ron. Look for Urrutia to open it up. I mean, he's going to have to if they want to come away with the win.
Low runner to the inside by Ron. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta calls for the catch. Backhand to the inside. Urrutia from the 9 line. Hard throw.
Tough catch.
Robote forehand by Urrutia right up the middle. Goanaga on the Robote. Ron advances. Takes it on the bounce. Catch by Goanaga midcourt. Hard throw on the return. Scoop. Tipped. Second point for Goanaga and Urbieta of the Renegades. Goanaga serves.
Yeah, Ron just missed his target on a throw, giving Goanaga that forehand to the inside. Now that's what happens sometimes. It just clips the sidewall. It gives it to the opponent in a very good spot. Goanaga able to convert.
Ron on the backhand. Catch by Urbieta. Urbieta from the forehand. Urrutia from the 7 line. Beautiful catch. Hard throw. Down low. Goanaga's there. Urbieta deep in the backcourt. Urrutia in the air. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand by Urrutia to the inside. Urbieta takes that on the bounce. Deep in the backcourt. Tough catch at the sidewall. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Ron. Ron on the backhand from the 11 line. Urrutia, backhand from the 8. Hard throw to the inside. Urbieta's there. Backhand from the 11. Ron now from the 11 backhand. 2-wall. Goanaga follows it to the outside. Scoops it up. Ron, tough catch. There's the backhand to the inside. Robote, left side by Goanaga. Urrutia cuts it off. Drop shot.
Ooh.
Scores on the second bounce. That's a point for Urrutia and Ron. Urrutia has the serve for the Fireballs.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to have to see. Urrutia up there in the front. He's got to make it happen on the offensive side of things. I mean, you have Urbieta and Goanaga both on this Division III team, both in the top 20 in terms of catch rate on the roster. So, again, you're going to get into some long rallies. You have to be able to throw something with confidence to score and drop that one just above the pad.
Ace for Urrutia. 2-2. Fireball serve.
And still Rare miss by Urbieta here, but look at where Ron is starting up on these serves. Ducking out of the way, Urbieta's backing up and just caught it up on the tip. I mean, off the wall like that, you wouldn't expect that miss.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Urrutia, left side from the 9 line to the inside. Catch by Urbieta, deep in the backcourt. Urrutia powerfully from the costado. What a scoop by Urbieta, deep in the backcourt. Ron's there. Urrutia split placement, scooped up by Goenaga. Inside placement, stopped by Ron. Ron on the backhand. Wall to wall and out to the rebote, and Goenaga's there. Forehand by Ron. Goenaga switches from left to right, makes the catch. Ron now from the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Ron from the 10 line. Urbieta's there. Powerful forehand rebote straight back to the inside. Urrutia moves up on the ball. Rifles it outside to score. 3 points for Urrutia and Ron. For the Fireballs. Urrutia has the serve.
Well, we talk about the filo a lot. This is the costado straight to the outside. Gives the opponent way less time to react. It also opens up away from them when it touches the floor. I really like that play.
That ball hit, I mean, not that, well, I guess he could have been, aiming, but firing it right. I mean, that ball touched the floor at Goenaga's feet.
Right, and he's trying to switch from right to left. There's so much going on. Not a lot of time to do it.
Powerful serve by Urrutia. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Played high, caught by Urrutia. Urrutia rifles this one inside.
Oh,
what a scoop by Urbieta.
Yes, it was.
Ron with a tremendous catch. Urrutia midcourt. Costado opens wide and scores. 4 points for Urrutia and Ron of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
One ace and 3 shots. I mean, that's the way that the Fireballs have scored, and that's what we expected coming into it. I mean, he snaps the 2-all. Goenaga's hanging deep into the backcourt. He likes to play aggressive, but the counter to that is someone that throws a whole lot of shots.
Absolutely.
You got to move the defense around, get them uncomfortable off their footing, and they're doing so early.
Urbieta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Dropping. Picked up by Urrutia. Urrutia low and hard. Stopped in the front court. Rebote forehand to the inside. Off the side wall. Urbieta from the backcourt. Ron calls for it. Backhand to the inside. Urrutia on the move. Backhand now from the 9 line. Ron calls for the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Backhand 2-all caught in the air by Goenaga. Forehand stopped by Urrutia. Low bullet to the inside. Tricky rebote will not be made. 5 points for Urrutia and Ron. Possible set point. Urrutia is just overpowering. I mean, this is what we're seeing. It's where the ball's position is and the speed with which most other players on the roster throw it.
Yeah.
Urbieta makes those catches consistently. Same thing, no one struck Goenaga down like this before either. There's a little extra zip. We were talking about this with Lalu too. It's hard to put your finger right on it, but you know it when you see it. Fault, over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Like, that was an over serve because it went past the 7 line.
And when you start to throw shots, too, that opens up the inside. And forcing Urbieta to rebote is much better than having him take it in the air.
Urbieta, low, hard backhand. Went clean by Ron on the inside and scores. That's 3 points for Goenaga and Urbieta. Goenaga has a serve.
Yeah, Urrutia really laid up that second serve, and Urbieta was able to get it from, about the 8th line on the outside and just ripped it. Tough catch for Ron. That was thrown low, and it stayed low.
It was going right to that side wall, too. Ball goes off the tip of Ron Sesta. That's an ace. 4 points for Goenaga and Urbieta. Still possible set point for Urrutia and Ron.
And Ron's got to stay in this set. I mean, most of these serves have come to his left side. This one kicking to his right side, and he took his eye off it and just missed it.
Communication also a little bit better between Urrutia and Ron.
Yeah, they got a lot. They're calling almost every ball, so that's good to see.
Fault underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
And you can see Goenaga's trying to get these serves to kick off the sidewall and back to Ron's forehand. That's a highly intentional throw.
Absolutely.
And
keep it away
see
from
what
the
he
front
does
quarter.
here on this second serve, but look for Urrutia to get in there. Now he's got this one, though.
Here's a backhand by Ron. Urbieta advances, takes it in the air. Catch by Ron, backhand from the 11. To the inside. Beautiful catch by Ron, deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand, and Urbieta's there, rather. I mean, Urrutia was there, he was on the court, just not in that play. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote comes right up the middle. Goenaga to the inside. Urrutia cuts that off. Drop shot. This one bouncing a little higher, and Goenaga's got it. Robote left side to the inside. Urbieta now from the 11 line. Ron from deep in the backcourt. Backhand. Caught by Goenaga. Goenaga from the 8 line. Low and hard, and caught by Urrutia. Powerful backhand by Urrutia, caught by Urbieta. Robote left side. Big bounce brought in by Urbieta, and a beautiful catch. Robote again, this time the forehand Robote. Urbieta backhand to the inside. Robote left side by Urrutia. Backhand by Urbieta to the inside, and Urrutia is there. Urbieta now from the 11 line. Robote left side. Big bounce to the inside, brought down by Urbieta. Ron on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. What a catch by Ron.
Wow.
Good catch, great control. Goenaga wind off the frame of Ron Sesta. It is 5-5. This is set point.
One thing we've seen with Goenaga this year, he leads the league in total kills, but a majority of those kills are coming from the cortada. Not a lot of 2 walls, not a lot of splitters, so you see when he winds up that costado, Urrutia breaks to the outside, leaving Ron on an island back there to make that tough catch. Tell him pretty simply that, hey, force Goenaga to beat you with the 2 walls before you give that to him, because he doesn't like to throw it and doesn't throw it with a ton of confidence compared to those other shots.
Great catch by Ron, forehand over the top. Here's Urbieta from the backcourt. Backhand by Urrutia, caught by Goenaga. Urrutia comes cross court, makes a fine catch. Goenaga's there. Robote forehand, saved by Ron. This ball's in play. Ron with a fantastic catch at the 10 line of the corner. It goes. It's tipped in the backcourt. Such a hard-fought point. Goes to Urrutia, and Ron of the Fireballs winning the first set, 6-5. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
But look at this. I mean, you know, look at the space here. Look at the catch that Ron makes. You talk about making the catch in the air. I mean, that ball touches the ground. The point's over.
Absolutely, and Ron knows it. Ron knows it.
And look at Urbieta up the wall and missed. Oh, he just mistimed it a little bit. Got a little bit too high up the wall and couldn't come down with the ball. And 6-5. Wow, Urrutia and Ron defeating Goenaga and Urbieta, though, in the first set. But you saw in that last point, 2 costados by Goenaga, 1 to the inside. Ron makes an incredible Robote save. Another one, Urrutia is all over it and actually makes the catch in the air on a ball that was thrown particularly low.
I have to say that Urrutia is, you know, again, this is our first time watching him on this court.
Sure.
And so what sticks out? His ability to come from midcourt or outside to the inside and make these catches and stop the ball on the left side. he does it differently than anyone else in battle court. Is the best way to describe it. Not saying necessarily better, but it's just different.
Yeah, he's got a quick first step. He's got a good burst. You know,
No
in some
question.
other sports.
And he stops that ball on the left side.
Yeah. Going over here to the Renegade side of things, Urbieta still here in the cage.
Where's Ben?
Well played.
Where's Ben with Urbieta's missed? The guy just played a phenomenal. There's no misting of Urbieta. Get that Ben guy on the phone.
Urbieta frozen there for a moment. Good to see some movement.
That was a tough first point, and you got Gonaga. You got the two front quarters already out on the court.
These guys are just saying, well, let's keep going.
Ron and Urbieta are like, we have a few more minutes on. We have a few more seconds counting down. And the two front quarters have their cestas tied on and are roaming around their respective areas.
But Gonaga split 6.5 total kills per match in Division 3. About 1.5 or 2 walls. Is averaging less than 1 splitter, 1 philo. And most of those are coming from the Cortada. So, and Fireballs have been on it early here, but we'll see what they do here in set number 2. This is a dangerous Renegades team that has won quite a lot in this division over the last couple seasons.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Gonaga will have the serve for the Renegades. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Gonaga serves. Our second set has begun. Ron from the forehand, high and hard. Urbieta from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's the backhand by Urrutia. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Rebote dropping low. Urrutia makes the save. Beautiful catch off the wall by Ron. Urbieta now from the 12 line. Here's Ron again. Backhand from the 12 to the inside. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Urrutia attacks, catches it on the forehand, throws the carom home to score. First point of the second set goes to the Fireballs, Urrutia and Ron. Urrutia serves.
Well, the Fireballs were at their best in that set when Urrutia was attacking. I mean, it kind of got away from them and almost lost the set because they got a little too defensive there at the end and played into the Renegade style. You got to earn the points again. I mean, you said it before. You have to get all these points. You have to earn them. They're not going to give you anything.
Especially Gonaga up in the front. He's just so tough on everything.
Did you notice the communication? Ron, very verbal, telling Urrutia attack. He got up there and able to kill it.
Hard serve by Urrutia, stopped by Urbieta. Here's the Rebote. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. That's out. 1-1. Gonaga serves for the Renegades.
Yeah, just getting that one, getting away from him a little bit. Threw that a little higher than you want to see with the 2-wall. And ultimately wide of the court as well.
That serve stays inside and scores the ace for Gonaga. 2 points for the Renegades. Gonaga has the serve.
Yeah, and Goanaga's targeting Ron on these serves, trying to get it to the forehand. Ron trying to make the adjustment, but that one stuck inside and just out of reach to his left. I wouldn't really expect that.
Difficult catch by Ron. Urbieta on the backhand. Ron from the 12 line. Urrutia takes it in the air. Powerful backhand on the return, right to the corner, out to the Rebote. Gonaga's there. Ron takes the ball in the air on the left side. Here's Urbieta. Placement inside will score. 3 points for Gonaga and Urbieta. Gonaga has a serve. Yeah, that was Ron's ball.
Yeah, look, that one he called for, and that was bouncing up high back at even the 9 line. So
I think he thought it had less on it than it did.
Yeah.
But
no, he got totally crossed up here.
Yeah, Ron has to take a couple steps
here,
forward.
Ron called for him to take it, and Ron would have been, he could have got there easily.
Yeah, Ruccia's there. I'm fast. I'm not that fast.
Yeah, no, they knew it right away.
Excellent serve by Goenaga. Powerful backhand by Ron. Here's Urbieta. Goenaga, backhand from the 9 line. To the back wall, out to the rebote. Urrutia's on the rebote play. Powerful backhand by Urrutia. Backhand now by Urbieta. Ron's there. Rebote forehand, up, and away. That's out of play. 4 points for Goenaga and Urbieta of the Renegades. Goenaga has the serve.
Yeah, common mistake. You try to throw that rebote a little bit too hard. You don't get yourself around it and send it up high in the overhead screen. Just escaped.
Here's a backhand by Ron to the inside. Low runner scooped up in the corner by Urbieta. That's a beautiful catch. Here's Ron. Backhand. Urbieta to the inside. Here's Ron now from the 11 line. Powerful backhand. Goenaga from the 10. Urrutia, Costado ripped to the outside. Excellent effort by Goenaga. That ball hit the overhead screen. 2 points for Urrutia and Ron. Goenaga and Urbieta with 4. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
I mean, he shot this, yeah. That was pretty deep. Back
there
at the
at
9 line.
Yeah.
And, mix it up. Drops it in. It's moving away from Goenaga.
Such a beautiful effort there by Goenaga.
Well, actually caught the overhead screen. That was the problem there. Just a little too high.
Robote on the high bounce. 2-all. Will score going to the outside. 3 points for Urrutia and Ron. Goenaga and Urbieta with 4. Urrutia serves.
Sometimes, in football, you see a receiver, he's so wide open that he just drops the ball. You're thinking about all the green grass. Well, look at how much space Goenaga had here to score if he's able to make this
ball.
Yeah, that's his only thought.
I'm going to kill this ball.
He's like, I got the drop shot wide open, inside, whatever he would have liked, but instead it's just a 1-point deficit.
Powerful serve by Urrutia. Robote. Robote left side to the inside. Kicks up. Urbieta's there. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Ron from the left side. Urbieta's there. Backhand. Here's Ron from the 12 line. Right side. Straight back. Goenaga's there. Ron down low. Backhand from the 11 line. To the inside. On the side wall. A beautiful catch by Urbieta. Robote fired back to the inside. Urbieta's there again. Ron on the backhand. Urbieta. Robote. Robote forehand by Goenaga. This one caught in the air by Urrutia. Splitter. Read by Urbieta. Urbieta powerfully from the forehand. Urrutia stops it on the left side. Low and hard to the inside. Caught in the air by Urbieta. Backhand 2-all. This one caught again in the air by Goenaga. Urrutia calling for the rebote, turns a 2-wall that lands in to score. 4-4 is the score. Urrutia serves.
Well, Ron has thrown 3 backhand 2-walls. Goenaga has caught all of them, yet none has resulted in points for the Renegades. I mean, they have just found a way.
Just a surprise.
Scraping these points together. I mean, it's not particularly pretty, but it's effective. I mean, that's kicking up high to the outside. Tough scoop. Just missed. But the Renegades, again, they're doing everything right, but they're just letting the Fireballs hang around to these points. Blasting forehands to the inside doesn't guarantee points.
Excellent catch by Urbieta. Here's Urrutia. Backhand from the 9 line. Ron on the backhand. It passes. Robote right up the middle. Ron on the catch. Backhand from the 11. Urbieta low and hard. Caught by Ron. Ron on the backhand of the inside. Here's the backhand by Ron to the inside. Robote coming out. 2-all.
Oh, he's all over it.
Stopped but not held on to by Urrutia. Possible set point for Goenaga and Urbieta.
Yeah, I just have to shake that one off. I mean, he read him. I mean, he took off early. That's what I reacted to. He got there in plenty of time.
For my own benefit, do Urrutia and Urbieta have first names I can use? Because I'm clearly blowing
Tomas
it on
and
this.
Inaki.
There we go. What a catch by Urrutia. One bounce, and Goenaga gets there. Rifles it outside.
Oh.
What a scoop. He did not hit Goenaga. Fortunately, this ball's still in play. Rifle to the inside and scoring. That point was psycho. Okay, Goenaga and Urbieta win the second set, 6-4. 2 minutes go on the board. Everybody will safely walk back to the cage. We'll start a third and final set, just 2 minutes. Yeah, so, okay. So, Urrutia's backhand.
How about that? We got to get another look.
So, Urrutia, okay. So,
This, I mean, these two catches that are, I mean, that was pretty crazy.
okay, so that was
But
great.
look at this. I mean, look at that, one hand. Look what I
Scoop,
got.
but this backhand, Goenaga has got hit the frickin' deck. Hit the frickin' deck. So, okay, it's
And even the play, and then it came right back to him, and then look at that, and then it rips it inside.
so. As far as the rules and etiquette of highlight are concerned, you got to get out of the way of the guy who's throwing the ball. But if you're trapped, it is on the guy with the ball to make sure he doesn't hit you. And those things happen there. But suffice to say, that will make you fairly unpopular in the, or really anywhere in highlight. Wow.
Yeah, certainly no intent, but that was
No, and I mean, this scoop is
scary.
amazing, and Goenaga really just has to hit. I mean, he has to. I mean, everything about look. He's looking away from the ball. I mean, the only thing he's not doing is going flat onto the ground and sliding, which is the only safe place he can be. I mean, you literally have to go straight down on. And,
it
like
would
just
duck and cover, hit
yeah,
the
because
floor.
he's not going to throw it into the ground there, but
boy.
anything from about maybe 2 feet up. Jeez, oh man.
And how about the play here in the backcourt by Urbieta so far in this match? I think outside of the one serve that aced him where he was pretty heavily screened here by Ron, I think he's caught every ball.
Just phenomenal play. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set. First team to reach 6 points will win the match. Urrutia serves. Urrutia serves. Our set is underway. Ron on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. High and hard to the back wall. Robote for Goenaga. We have a swing and a miss.
Wow.
First point of the third set goes to Urrutia and Ron. Urrutia has the serve for the Fireballs.
Well, that is very surprising. I mean, he just missed that Robote almost entirely. Kind of looked like it popped in and out of the basket.
Well, the last time he saw the ball in his vicinity, I mean, he may be having flashbacks.
Certainly possible.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for a second serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Goenaga picks his serve. Coasty inside, one-handed scoop, big time by Ron. Catch by Urbieta overhead. Outside placement by Urbieta, lands in and scores. Well done. 1-1. Gonaga serves.
Yeah, Ruti has been leaving the outside pretty exposed here for the better part of this match.
Yeah, you see him running back to the inside
yeah, it's
there.
3 or 4 steps before he reacts, and that's a perfect throw here by Urbieta now. Now mixing it up on the offensive side of it, too.
Ron powerfully from the forehand. Here's a catch by Urbieta. Rutia, backhand from the 9 line. Ron from the 10, backhand to the inside. That ball goes into the corner, comes out. Catch by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the costado, straight up the middle. Long cortada by Urbieta, stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia's backhand caught beautifully by Urbieta. Urrutia is calling for it, sends it inside. Rebote saved by Gonaga, beautifully played. Here's Urrutia on the forehand, rifling it inside. What a catch by Urbieta. Backhand by Urrutia. Ron now from the 12 line to the inside. Rebote. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Was tipped by Urrutia up at the 7 line. Second point for Gonaga and Urbieta of the Renegades. Gonaga serves.
Well, Urrutia was just about everywhere, but just couldn't get to that ball on the inside. He said it, but how about Urbieta? I mean, 3 or 4 catches on that point alone.
Absolutely.
That's not flashy a lot of times in the backcourt, but he just stands there, makes every catch. Has been a great fit to this team.
Here's the backhand by Ron to the inside. Gonaga, beautiful catch at the 9 line. Costado caught in the air. Costado back to the inside. Ron alone for the rebote. Big bounce. Brought in by Urbieta at the 10 line. Rebote to the inside. Urbieta passes on it. Gonaga makes a diving save. This ball's still in play. Here's Ron. Backhand from the 9 line. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Urrutia cuts it off. Rifles it. What a catch by Gonaga. Goanaga's 2-wall will score. Beautifully caught and thrown by Gonaga here in the 3rd set. 3-1, Renegades.
Urrutia has gone for a lot of split placements and another one here, but the risk you run is, I mean, he can trap you inside if they make the catch.
100%.
I mean, it's worked out a couple times, but now Gonaga with a great defensive play, great combination to take a 2-point lead.
Ron switches from left to right. That ball is in and out of the cesta. That's 4 points for Gonaga and Urbieta. Gonaga serves.
And Ron's done a pretty good job since his first miss handling these serves to the forehand side, but that's a tough miss at this stage of the match.
Backhand by Ron. Rebote. That rebound off the back wall for Gonaga. With a light touch. Urrutia back to the inside. Gonaga's there. Backhand. Taken in the air by Ron. Backhand. 2 pass. Rebote coming out. Scoop attempt goes off of the frame of Urrutia's cesta. That's 5 points for Gonaga and Urbieta. Possible match point.
Yeah, and seemingly a desperation play up there in the front, trying to scoop one and make it into a shot, and down a couple points in this 3rd set.
Ron's okay with him doing it, but again.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's a tough scoop, and, you know, he's looking to do something with Gonaga down on the floor.
Here's a catch by Ron. Ron powerfully from the forehand to the corner. Difficult Rebote save. Scoop high on the forehand. Urrutia stopped by Urbieta and a beautiful catch. Here's Ron. Backhand to the inside. Urbieta's there. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Gonaga. 2-all by Gonaga. Is in and scores. Point set and match for Gonaga and Urbieta. Taking it in the 3rd set, 6-1.
and saving the best shot for last. How about that 2-wall opening up wide to score for the win. Renegades win the final 2 sets, 6-4, 6-1, and they now lead the game day. Hard-fought match for Rutia and Ron, coming up a little bit short there. That's one of the better teams in this division. Coming up next, we'll see second division doubles, Lalu and Arats taking on Gosheri and Ben. See this final sequence. Goanaga 2-wall, drops in, just out of reach. Renegades lead the game day 2-1. Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting that Renegades win just a few moments ago by Goanaga and Urbieta to give their team the lead on this game day.
Just ask him if he saw his life flash before his eyes. And if it was interesting.
We will hear from our winning team, Goanaga and Urbieta, here in just a few moments. Improving to 4-1 after that win. Congratulations, guys. Goanaga and Urbieta after that win. It was an aggressive start by Urrutia, your opponent in that match. Does that change your strategy at all when they come out that quick, or do you just stick to your game plan?
No, not really. Like, we knew he's going to be really aggressive. The problem is at the beginning the ball is cold, so it's a little bit harder to take him out of the game. But while the ball was warming up, I think we make a better job to take out the game from him, so I think that's what we won.
Well executed, guys, and a big win to give your team the lead on the game day. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we will move on over to second division doubles with Lalu and Arats ready to take on Gosheri and Ben.
Goanaga looks pretty good for a guy who just dodged death. Yeah. I mean, he seemed pretty calm.
He's always calm. Lalu and Arats 2 and 3 to begin this season. Gosheri and Ben just 1-1 and only played twice. It's pretty surprising. Another matchup here between Gosheri and Arats, this time in doubles. Again, that was the first time that Arats has played against his former team, so all these matchups, the one in singles was a first against his brother, and this one is his first doubles appearance against the Renegades. We mentioned the success, particularly for Gosheri and Goanaga on this Renegades team over the last couple years. That holds true in doubles as well. This season, 11-4 for the Renegades in doubles matches featuring Gosheri or Goanaga. They're 0-6 in all others. They're featured in 3 of the 5 doubles matches tonight, and they had Gosheri going in singles, so pretty favorable schedule. We'll see if they can cash in on another win. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our 4th match of the game day, second division doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have the team of Lalu and Arats. And for the Renegades, it's Gosheri and Ben. There's a serve by Lalu. We begin our 4th match. Lalu on the inside, good catch. Hard throw along the wall. Gosheri comes flying in. Arats down from the 11 line, backhand, dropping low. Ben gets there. Tough pickup deep in the backcourt. Arats floats it up. Here's Gosheri. Lalu sends this one deep. Gosheri up at the 5 line to the outside. Lalu, scoop is missed. First point of our 4th match to the Renegades.
Players are generally advised that if there's even a question that the ball is in or out, in your mind, make the catch. Lalu goes for the scoop. Really only play he had, didn't have his cesta up to move forward on it. Great throw by Gaucheri.
Arats from the left side, the backhand. Right along the wall goes Sherry Rabote. Hooked up the middle. Alou couldn't get there. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Arats floats it along the wall. Ben with a good catch. Alou powers this one inside. Ben just ducks out of the way. Gaucheri lays up the Rabote. Caught on the forehand. Alou, he powers it inside. Gaucheri in position. Makes another Rabote save. Here's Arats from the 9. Backhand, kick it up. Ben in position. Makes the catch. Here's Arats now. Back of the 13 line. Floats one up. Ben runs under it. Sherry, 2-wall. That's too low. First point for the Fireballs. Alou and Arats.
Alou clearly respecting Gaucheri's tool. You have to. If he's winding up on the costado, yeah, he could drop it inside. Leave that to Arats.
Ben handles that serve. Backhand from the 11 line. Puts it on the wall. Arats has to make a diving Rabote save. Gaucheri. Forehand to the inside. Arats in position. Makes the catch. Gaucheri up at the 9. Powerful backhand. Arats thought about it. Lets it come out. Alou saves Rabote. Gaucheri fires it inside. Arats back it up. He scooped it up. Sherry now from the line. Alou cuts it off. Arats rather from the backcourt. Here's Gaucheri. Arats goes deep. Ben pulls it in right on the side wall. Floats up another backhand. Arats is there. This one comes out lower. Gaucheri attacks. Drops it inside. Long run. Alou gets up there. Alou, split placement. Ben makes the stop on the forehand. Pumps it to the inside. Cut off right on the side wall. Here's Arats. Right back to Ben. Ben now from the 11 line. Forehand to the inside. Arats gets it. Backhand again, right on the numbers. That's tipped. Gaucheri and Bren break the tie. They lead 2-1.
Season after season, just watching the increased confidence that Gaucheri has in Ben has been really good to see.
Hard serve. Arats keeps it on the left side. There's the backhand. Cut off by Gaucheri. Long costado back to the inside. Oh, what a scoop by Arats up the wall. He's down with the ball. And the Rabotes missed. 2-2. Fireball's tied up.
Gaucheri's looking to put a little extra vinegar on that ball. I mean, he really had the right side wound up on this.
Gaucheri picks the serve, fires it. Oh, what a scoop there by Arats. Keeps it going. Gaucheri to the outside. That one is out. The Renegades have challenged the call. Yeah, the call by the judge there was out, and Gaucheri wants him to take another look. Yeah. I think this could be a good challenge here by the Renegades. So if it would land in, that would be a point to the Renegades. If it were ruled out, like the judges called, that will be a point to the Fireball. So we will wait to pick that up. Let's see here. I think this is it moves so quick. I think it's well in. I think it's that's well in. Let's see here. Take a look. Yeah.
It's in by about,
Yeah, that
That's
looks to be
efficiently
good
in.
there. I mean, we'll take a look. We'll see the Chief Judge.
It's that outer boundary
Yeah.
line.
Yeah. The call has been overturned. It is ruled in upon replay review. That point will go to the Renegades. They lead 3-2. And the Renegades do keep their challenge for the remainder of the game day. Great catch by Gaucheri up the wall. That's a big backhand, though. Lalou all the way up at the 7, saves the rebote. Gaucheri left side, high to the inside. Arats gets up to it. Backhand. Fired along the wall. Ooh, what a catch by Gaucheri. Plucks it on the numbers. Rebote to wall. Snapped in to score by Lalou. That's well thrown to tie it up at 3.
Yeah, it's not often that you see a 2-all that Gaucheri's not really near the ball when it hits the floor. Good read by Lalou. Also has a certain poking of the bear quality where Gaucheri is concerned. He'll often come back ripping it.
Hard serve taken in by Ben. Floats it along the wall. Good catch by Arats. Ben up at the 11 line. Powerful backhand. Arats steps back beyond the 13 to secure it. Oh, that narrowly clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Dropped inside. Cut off by Gaucheri. Outside placement. Lalou switching to the left. Can't make the play. Renegades lead 4-3.
Arats telling his front court to go outside. Yeah, go outside. Now it's just a question of which side. Do I catch it with my right or
Look
left?
at this, and Arats before he even
outside.
throws. Go, and just
He actually overran it if he
Yeah.
was going for it. I have to imagine that Lalou would prefer to have taken that on the right side.
That's a hard serve.
What
Arats
a catch.
got there as it crossed and made a spectacular catch. Here's Ben. Puts it on the wall. Lalou takes it off. Powerful throw coming out a long way. Rebote forehand to the inside. Saved by Arats. Cut off. Ooh, then dropped by Gaucheri. 4-4 is the score. Lalou and Arats serve.
Even Gaucheri is subject to that potential issue in any level of professional highlight. Thinking about what you're going to throw before you've completed the catch. He had a lot he could do from right there. Karam, drop shot, straight back. Had to make the catch, though.
Ben, great catch. Fires it inside, right back to Arats. Ben back at the 12. Drops it a little lower. Arats calls him off, makes a play. Ben steps away. Gaucheri alone. Saves the rebote. Right back to Lalou. Inside placement. Or right to Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the inside. Arats all over it. He scoops it up. Gaucheri calls him off. Saves the rebote inside. Right back to Lalou. 2-wall. Thrown in to score. What a shot there. Gives the Fireballs a 5-4 lead and a possible set point.
I think just the boldness is a little surprised by in someone's first season in Battle Court. You got Gaucheri out there. And you throw it.
He's throwing it.
Yeah, and he's throwing it. You got Gaucheri out there.
Ben handles another serve. Puts it on the wall. Lalou, great catch. Powerful throw back into the corner. Ben controls another one. Arats steps up, makes the play. Hard throw now, wall to wall. Gaucheri up at the 7 line to the outside. Lalou caught that one. He fires it back to him. Ooh, Gaucheri stands in. He pumps it inside. Scoop by Arats. Backhand settles things down. Gaucheri calls him off on the rebote. And that's in the overhead screen. Point and set. Lalou and Arats win it 6-4. 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
So the intensity of that first set, impressive. An impressive play by all 4 players. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Fireballs and the Renegades. Winter Battle Court 2025. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus there on Go Sherry and Ben. First set did go the way of the Fireballs. Here's some replays from that first set. Beautiful catch by Aratz there on the side wall. Robote on the wall. Gaucheri trying to get some power off of it. Just missed it. Gaucheri rifles this ball to the outside. It's ruled out. Upon review, was seen to be in and scoring. Renegades asking for a replay. It was successful. About 30 seconds to go before we begin our second set. For those of you new to Battle Court, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. About 20 seconds to go before we begin the second set. Gaucheri will have the serve.
I said at the beginning of this match, we really haven't seen Gaucheri and Ben play a whole lot. First time they played was their opening match on the 24th of January. And the next time they played was just 10 days ago. That was the 18th of February. So this is an experienced team, but not a lot of reps this season. Lalu and Aratz able to come back in the first set, but we'll see what response the Renegades have here for set 2. There's a serve. We begin our second set. Backhand to the inside. Ben reaching low, pulls it in. Here's Aratz. Higher and harder. Robote coming way out up at the 6. Fire to the inside. Good scoop. Made deep in the backcourt by Aratz. Gaucheri low bullet on the wall. Lalu, great catch. Hard backhand follows. Robote to the inside. Aratz backing up. Another great scoop right on the back glass. Floats it up on the wall. Ben has to reach in. Nice catch. Ben again, this time from the 12 line. This one right on the wall. Aratz has to make a tough scoop on the bounce. Gaucheri long Costado. Aratz electing that one to pass, but he saves it on the back end. Gaucheri looking for it. Outside placement. Outside of reach to score. Sherry and Ben get the first point here of set 2.
Yeah, even though Lalu was going out there, that ball came fast. Oftentimes you'll see players asking the judges to tie their shoes. Gaucheri going for a double tie. That's a double tie, Andrew.
Unprecedented. This is
a double tie. Get that statistician on the phone. Usually,
I can say that. I think that's the first double tie we've had. Solo double tie. Maybe the official does it. But
there you go. Solo double tie. Usually, player wants to keep the basket on his hand.
Take another look at that tie. Oh, here's the replay. Look at this philo, though.
Oh, you see that shoelace untied, though.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great kill shot, but you also don't want to see the guy trip and break his ankle.
One thing you see is also Aratz again pointing to Lalu. He said, get outside. He thought he was outside enough. Nope. Gaucheri just found some space.
Can you ever be outside enough for Gaucheri?
No. Oh, that serve cut off. Lalu fires it up the middle, and it scores. Quick point for the Fireballs. It's 1-1.
That's the philosophical question for the day. Beautifully thrown. I mean, Ben's catching's been spot on. Here, though, comes to...
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
really tough.
Ben's been almost flawless on the left side. That right side, that was low the whole time.
Ben handles that serve in the middle of the court, drops it above the pad. Aratz from the 13 line. Floats it inside. Here's Ben. Aratz pulls it off the sidewall. Floats this one up a little bit higher. Into the corner. Robote inside. Stopped on the bounce. Costado inside, Aratz steps around it. Here's the forehand now. High to the corner, that opens up. Gaucheri knows where to be, fires it right back to him. Aratz makes the catch. Ben thought about it, lets it come out. Gaucheri pumps it inside. Aratz down from the 11 line. Floats one high off the front wall. Then again, good patience. Gaucheri makes the save. Aratz steps up. Forehand high to the inside again. 3-wall play. Gaucheri in the middle of the court. Splitter. Split them up to score. That's 2 points for the Renegades.
This time Lalu was sufficiently outside. Gaucheri saw that through the splitter. Split placement scores. Well done. Oh. Axe. Lalu had a shot at that. That was...
Yeah, a powerful serve, knocked down by Lalu. Gaucheri and Ben get 3 points in the serve.
Yeah, Lalu just needed to complete that catch. No question it was coming fast, but he knew that when he stuck his cest up.
Back into the inside, Ben pulls it in. There's it deep. Here's Urbote. Urbote forehand cut off by Gaucheri. Fires it inside, right back to Aratz. Gaucheri crouching down, stands in, makes the play. Right back to him. Catch along the side wall, a tough one, brought in. Right back to Ben now. Same spot. This one dropping lower. Aratz couldn't get there. Lalu steps in, saves the Urbote, cut off by Gaucheri. Oh, bullet right on the wall. Lalu's got to dig it out. Gaucheri attacking. 2-wall. Look at Aratz. He got there but couldn't make the catch. What a read. But that's 4 points for the Renegades.
Yeah, that's Aratz basically saying, I know how far outside to go, but yeah, I mean, this is just right in the sweet spot for Gaucheri. Sees Lalu locked up inside. Aratz was there.
Actually ate himself up. I mean, yeah, he had that easy catch on his right side, but he committed to the left.
Don't know that he wasn't thinking about what he might throw with it. Because, you know, Aratz is sneaky. Aratz has some shots.
Oh, hard serve. Stopped by Aratz. Backhand to the inside. Ben. Nice catch. Hard return. Aratz makes the stop up at the 10 line to the inside. Drops between them. Gaucheri digs it out. Lalu attacking. Costado 2-wall. That is out. And the call has been challenged by the Fireballs. All right, well, not often you have a 2-challenge match, but the call was out.
Judges pointed out, so the call was out.
Yeah, so the call was out. Fireballs believe it was in, so they have challenged. So we will see here. I mean, Gaucheri was right on the boundary line. He looked surprised by the call on the court, but again, there's no guarantee that the players are correct either, but we'll take a look.
Now, the ball's moving so fast when it's crossing. That's the difficult thing in highlight. That's the difficult thing with judging highlight.
And everyone is looking up there to the left. There's a screen right up there where they're pointing. So we'll wait for a replay, and we'll get one up when we have it.
Did that go between his legs?
Oh, wow.
So also, now this is another element. If it touches Gaucheri, but that's...
Now, yeah, the only thing here is, I don't know, Stu, and, you know, it is a line call challenge.
We may need to get a different view on that to see if it. Yeah, because all we can judge is the line. Oh, not we, but they.
Well, you see where that ball mark comes in outside of the boundary line for certain. So
that would be out.
So yeah, again, to your point, I know what you're saying, Stu, but that's not reviewable. You know, yeah,
yeah. Actually, what I just said.
So we'll get another look here. God, it's out. Okay. The chief judge has confirmed the call. It is out. That is 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. They have a possible set point. Catch by Rotz, picks it up off the floor. Hard backhand into the corner. Here's the rebote laid up. Alou couldn't get there. Rotz waiting on the floater, makes the catch. Rebote coming out a long way up at the 6 line, fired up the middle, cut off by Alou. Good reach. Hard backhand. Ben's got it. Ooh, that backhand's up in the overhead screen. Renegades win set 2, 6-1. We'll have a third set in 2 minutes. Oh, the Renegades with a response, as they always seem to do. 6-1, second set victory.
Curious what Ben was just doing, smacking himself in the face with the cesta. Can you explain that to me?
You know, some people trying to psych themselves up, you know, or get themselves into it.
I've literally never seen that before, ever. Not even here.
Like a fighter, like slapping themselves to, you know, maybe get the blood going.
I want you to explain it to me. Even if you,
I'm trying. You know, I
want you to.
I've seen it. I'm not saying I see it often.
Scour your mind and just explain to me how that chestnut.
Can we see? I missed it entirely. I missed it.
We don't have a replay for. We don't have a replay for the face beating that Ben was giving himself coming out of the cage too. So the judges called it out and it was out. So the judges got it right and the replay got it right and everybody got it right.
In a rare 2-challenge match. So now the fireballs were incorrect, but the Renegades were correct. So the Fireballs do not have a challenge the rest of the game day.
Right.
The Renegades do, however, in case another call arises later on in the game day. So that's the only important there. Outside of that, we got a third set at 0-0 coming up here in just about, 40 seconds or so.
So Ben hitting himself in the face with the cesta doesn't... You're usually on top of that stuff. First of all, do we have a statistic or an average of number of players who hit themselves in the face with the cesta for any reason?
I don't know why you'd want to do it. I haven't seen it at another time this year, so it's a night of first, so we may as well add this one.
This week in highlight, it's like the first time we've ever seen something. We've had to have a discussion about it. So let's get it all out of the way. Let's get it all out of the way this week.
Third set coming up here. Another match featuring Gaucheri and Rotz that has gone to a third set. See how this one ends. Third set, ready to begin while Lumina Rotz serve to Gaucheri and Ben. There's a serve by Lalou. Third set is underway. Ben fires the backhand inside, catch by Rotz. Gaucheri comes flying in at the 10 line, pulls it in. Rotz back at the 13 line, floats one up. Ben steps in, makes the catch, fires the backhand high and hard. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, cut off by Gaucheri. Inside placement. Rotz runs around it. He makes the save. What a scoop. Tough one. Splitter. Rotz calls him off, dropped it as he went to make the throw. That'll give the Renegades the first point of set 3.
Rotz with some unforced errors, and that's not what we're used to seeing from Rotz. Again, he's trying to do a lot. He takes his position, one in Division I seriously, and as well as the captain of this team, very seriously as well. He's doing a lot in terms of guiding his front quarter. But in that case, just drop the ball.
Hard serve, better catch by Rotz. On the backhand, right back to Ben. Nice catch back in the corner. Goes deep. Now pass to Rotz. Dropping on the inside for Ben. Fires it up at the 11 line. There's Lalu. Arat's back in the corner, not going to let that one come out. Ben steps up, makes a play. Everybody clears, drops it along the wall. Lalu picks it off. Rotate left side, little clip. Arat stands in, makes the catch. Here's the forehand. Crossing the side wall, picked up by Gaucheri now. Backhand. Oh, will Magic City bounce? Arat stays with it. Backhand, a little too low. That's in the pad. The pad is bad. 1-1. Tied up.
Yeah, Gaucheri really trying to thread the needle. Get it just above the pad, rifling it inside. Dropped a backhand, what was otherwise an easy backhand, into the pad.
That serve scores. The ace gives the Fireballs a 2-1 lead.
That thing came fast. I mean, I know it was an ace. I know he served it fast, but I mean, it came fast for everybody. Ben's head was turning after the, I mean, kept his eye on the ball, but just after it passed him.
Gaucheri's got this serve to the outside. What a point. 2-2, tied up.
A hard throw begets a hard throw. Gaucheri picked that serve beautifully.
That wasn't easy either. I mean, look at this reach. And then the control here. I mean, Lalu has, I mean, he puts his hands out. I mean, he's like, I got no chance here.
Yeah. And that ball was already on the screen by the time.
Yeah. Well, that's a low, hard serve. Arat's. What a catch as that ball's on the floor. Here's Gaucheri. Fires it inside. What a play along the side wall. He goes deep. Oh, that dies in the corner. Gaucheri lays it up. Lalu picks it off. Backhand to the inside. Ben steps out of the way. Gaucheri saves another rebote. Ben with a nice catch. Hard backhand right on the wall. Arat's now for Lalu. He saves it. And it's tipped by Gaucheri up in the front court. Rare miss. Gives the Fireballs a 3-2 lead.
You see Gaucheri moving up to that ball aggressively. I mean, he knows if Philo from there is going to score 9 times out of 10. But just missed the catch. Wow.
As an overserve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Ben makes a tough catch overhead. Drops it inside. Arat stands in. Takes it off the wall. Ben turned deep in the backcourt. Floats it inside. Right back to Arat. Here's a backhand. Sherry lets it drop. He saves the rebote. Cut off by Lalu. Backhand just above the pad. Ben all alone. He makes the play. Arat's back at the 12. Drops it between the Renegades again. Gaucheri just has to lay this one up. Lalu lets it pass to the backcourt. Arat's fires it above the pad. Gaucheri gets it. Gaucheri to the outside. What a scoop by Lalu. Backhand in the corner. Gaucheri's got it, and he has to dig it out. Ball's in play. Arat's over the 10 line. Fires it inside. Ben reaches in, controls it, and gets it off in time. Gaucheri rebote 2-wall, not enough. Lalu. Karam, that kicked out. My, oh my, that's 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. A tough break, too. Looked like a pretty good 2-wall, but that kicked
that
well off the court.
That sidewall has a few unpredictable, well, actually not a few, has multiple unpredictable spots in it where you throw it the same way that you're throwing a carom that you've thrown 1,000, 5,000 times over, and off this sidewall it occasionally hit a spot and do something you don't expect it to do. But it's equal for everybody, so it balances out.
Ball over serve. Second serve for Gaucheri.
And players typically respond the same way when it happens, when it hits that spot. The left hand goes up and points at it. Sidewall is pretty unpopular around here.
Second serve is good. Here's a Rotz. Backhand to the inside. Goes Sherry again. Lets it pass. Saves the Robote. Right back to Lalu. Fires it above the pad. Right in the corner. That comes shooting out. 2-all return. Oh, Lalu got there. Gets it off just before he's in the net. A Sherry splitter. Oh, what a scoop by Lalu with one hand. Ben ducks out of the way again. Goes Sherry inside placement. Cut off in the air by Rotz. Things settle back down. Here's Ben on the inside. Catch by Rotz. Rotz floats it above the pad. Look at Gosherry come flying in. Outside placement. Stopped by Lalu. Lalu above the pad. Low and hard. Look at Ben with a great catch. Rotz from the left side. Low runner. Sherry comes cross court, gets there in the air, right back to Rotz. He makes the play. Rote left side, slows it down, soft touch. Rotz gets it. Here's Ben now, just beyond the 11 line. He goes deep. Lalu waiting for the Robote, inside placement. Sherry picks it off. Inside placement on the return. Rotz, Robote. He saves it just above the pad. Sherry outside. That is outside of play. Four points for Lalu and a Rotz.
As you've often said, Andrew, that backcourt judge standing on the line got a clear view, looking down the line. Sherry has it here, winds up. That was a little high.
Yeah, no,
very
that's
much,
out.
very much so. Very much out.
Ben from the outside. Well controlled. Lalu saves the Robote. Goes Sherry attacking. Oh, little splitter. Rotz knows where to be. Backhand to the inside. Cut off by Ben. Ben now from the 11, but that was juggling
on Ben.
Juggling on the catch of Ben. That brings it to 5 points. Possible set at a possible match point for Lalu and a Rotz.
This has been such a physical evening overall. I mean, going back through all the matches.
I mean, the singles match, hard fought. Our last match was tough. This one, we still have 2 left. Chance for the Fireballs to tie up the game day. Ben handles that serve in the middle of the court. Nice return. Rotz makes the play in the corner. Robote left side, little clip. Rotz knows where to be. Inside placement, big bounce up high. Ben controls it. Sticks along the wall. Lalu pulls it in. Backhand from the 8. Low bullet, stopped by Ben. Rotz now from the 10 line. Floats it along the wall again. That dies in the corner. Goes Sherry. Digs it out. Rotz gets up to it. Tough play by Rotz. Makes the catch in the air. Fires it along the wall. Drop shot. Lalu gets up there before the second bounce. Backhand. Shoots off the back wall. Goes Sherry to the outside. Scoop by Lalu. Forehand to the inside. Look at Ben. Keeps the match going. Stopped overhead by Lalu. Good catch up in the front court. Another one in the corner. That one dying even more. Dug out by Gosherry. Lalu attacking. Inside placement. Ben all alone. Makes the catch up high on the right side. Outside placement. Lalu reaches. Makes the catch. Cortada. Stopped by Gosherry. Gosherry to the inside. It's dropped. 4 points for Gosherry and Ben.
Don't know what the discussion is. It's tense, whatever it is. But I mean, all 4 players are pretty fired up.
By the way, big moment here for the Fireballs. Got to lock back in. That's a hard serve coming in, but it's an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Good serve, lands between the 4 and 7 line. That is a double fault to end the match. Lalu and Arantz win it in the third set, 6-4. My, oh my. That is a rare sight. Gaucheri with a double fault to end it. I mean, he's won countless matches in the third set.
Absolutely.
But that one getting away from him, and the Fireballs tie things up 2-2. Even going into our final two matches. Game day, all tied up, 2-2. Those opening four matches, yeah, Stu's noted it, but it's been a back-and-forth game day, intense, hard-fought matches. And it comes down to these last two. Jedin and Ron take on Goanaga and Flores up next. Then Lalu and Cabrera go up against Stan and Ben. There's a good friend, DJ Lou, always bringing the house down here on these Friday nights. Does a great job. Curates a great playlist too. He's been killing it the last few seasons. So, shout out to DJ Lou, always keeping the fans engaged. We got Lalu and Arantz. That's a pretty big win for the Fireballs to tie things up, even at 2 wins apiece. There they are, Lalu and Arantz. Now in your 6th match playing together this season, you guys have 3 wins and 3 losses. In what ways has this team improved over the course of the season?
What? Sorry.
I said, what ways has the team improved over this season, Arantz?
Yeah, we are improving, and that's it. I think we are competing better. We have some tension in the match, but that's normal. We are competing, and all we want to win, so we have the win and happy for the win.
Awesome, guys. Another great performance to tie things up. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, 2 matches left. Jedin and Ron go up against Goanaga and Flores here in this Division 5 matchup. These two teams with some of the best records in this division in the Winter 25 season. Jedin and Ron, 2-1 so far. Goanaga and Flores, 3-1. And an opportunity for this Jedin and Ron team, and not particularly high expectations coming into the season. They lost their first match, but since that point, they've won 2 in a row, defeating Ferronda and CRB one time, and then El Barba and Arta the other. Let's see what they got here for this Goanaga and Flores team, who have, not 1, but 2 years of experience playing together, and they were the best team in this division last year. So Fireballs are going to have their hands full in this one. Ready to begin match number 5 here. Jedin and Ron will serve to Goanaga and Flores. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 5th match of the game day. 5th division doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have the team of Jedin and Ron. And for the Renegades, we have Goanaga and Flores.
Drop shot. Scores. That's a point for Goanaga and Flores. Of the Renegades, Goanaga serves.
Yeah, that's one of his go-to shots in this division. The drop shot works out very well if he can pick that serve. It's a long run for the opposing backcourt. And look at Ron. He's creeping. He's got a little bit of a head start. And still, got it in the basket, just couldn't control it.
Here's the backhand by Ron. Goanaga's there. Backhand to the inside. Ron from the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall and out to the rebote. Ron from the 10 line to the inside. Scoop attempt by Jedin. Just missed. 2 points for Goanaga and Flores of the Renegades. Gonaga serves.
Well, usually teams are trying to crack off the backhand 2-walls against Gonaga and Flores because Gonaga is one of the more aggressive front quarters. He turns one back on the opponents, and Jedden not really expecting it. He gets beaten to the outside.
Powerful serve by Gonaga. Here's the backhand. This goes to his right side. Cortada caught before the second bounce by Ron. Flores from the 11 line. Here's a catch by Ron. Backhand to the inside. Flores is there. Backhand 2-wall. Caught in the air by Jedden. Jedden dropped it on the backswing. 3 points for Gonaga and Flores. Gonaga has the serve.
Well, Jedden, tough opening couple of game days, but he's been solid the last few with his catching. He's had time trying to make it into a shot, but don't have a lot of control sometimes, bringing it to the costado, and it popped out there at the end.
Costado 2-all, stopped, but not held on to by Jedden. That's 4 points for Gonaga and Flores. Gonaga serves.
And I love the way that Gonaga is attacking in this match. I mean, they have a pretty significant advantage every time they step out in Division 5 with a player like Gonaga out there. The only times they've lost is when they haven't been that aggressive and they've gone into these long rallies. He's got the shots and he's got the skills. He's got to show it in this group.
Here's Gonaga winding up.
Yeah,
Drop shot perfectly executed by Gonaga to score. That's 5 straight points for Gonaga and Flores. Gonaga has a serve, possible set point.
Finding the space again. I mean, look at Jedden. He's all the way, he's back beyond the 7 line on the outside.
It's not a running drop shot, but it's a drop shot that works. Here's the backhand by Ron. Gonaga at the 10 line. Backhand 2-all. Scoop by Jedden. Catch by Jedden. Jedden back to the inside. Catch by Flores on the right side. Ron takes it on the bounce. Backhand. Straight to the corner. Out to the rebote. Flores now from the 10 line. Backhand. Ron now from the backhand. Backhand by Ron to the inside. Ron takes it in the air. Backhand. Flores lets it go to the rebote. Gonaga's on it. To the forehand of Jedden. Jedden powerfully from the right side, and it scores. No shutout in this first set. Jedden and Ron are on the board with a point. Jedden serves.
A good response there by Jedden. Certainly being targeted this opening set by both Renegades. He's going to have to answer the call. Pretty simply to get back in this match. That's one. Just kind of string a couple points together and see if he can make it interesting.
Flores on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote, left side, in the air. Here's Ron from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Passing. Rebote down low. Gonaga makes the save. Here's Ron from the 9. 2-all by Gonaga. Stopped by Jedden. Jedden on the forehand. Caught in the air by Gonaga. Gonaga back to the inside. Ron takes it in the air. Flores on the backhand. Gonaga from the 8. Tip ball. Hit Ron in the hand, I think.
It did.
That's 2 points for Jedden and Ron. Gonaga and Flores with 5. Jedden has a serve.
Well, 2 points in a row. Jedden's made a couple stops on the outside, and the result's a little different there for the Fireballs, putting up those first 2 points of the match.
Ace scores. Three points for Jedden and Ron. Jedden serves.
That serve kicking back to the forehand of Flores. Catches both the front and sidewall. It's got a lot of spin on it. Tough to control.
Flores from the backhand. Powerful backhand by Flores. Rebote for Ron. A little clip. Caught by Goenaga. At Rebote not coming out. Point and set for Goenaga and Flores. Winning the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Yeah, late run there by the Fireballs, but too little too late. Just aggressive start by Goenaga and really couldn't dig themselves out of that hole. 6-3. Renegades take that opening set. Again, the winner of this match will secure their team at least a tie going into our final match of the day, which will be Lalu and Cabrera against Stan and Ben.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and prepare for matches. We have Flores in the back. Goenaga seems to have recovered that near-death experience he had.
It seems to be all right.
It's one thing if you don't know how close the ball misses you. That's one thing if you're just kind of like oblivious to it, which we'll see. But he knew. You go back to that replay, you saw the look on his face. He's looking away from the thrower. He's got his face all scrunched up. Yeah. And just, again, the only thing that I would recommend is, hey, just just hit the floor like exactly.
Just
like go all the way down. Chest, knees, and thighs on the ground.
Second set coming up here. And Fireballs have got to get it going if they want to force a third set. And again, Jedden's made a couple stops on the outside. You'd like to see him keep those forehands a little bit lower, as we've said, because, again, a couple of them, the opportunity to be caught in the air, that's significantly easier for the opponent than if you put it on the floor. He's yet to make the adjustment. We'll see here in set number 2 the Fireballs can do so and get back into the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Jedden will have the serve for the Fireballs. Jedden serves. Our second set is now underway. Flores on the backhand. Here's Ron from the 9 line. Ron will take this on the forehand, back at the 12. To the outside it goes. Flores is there. Jedden on the left side. Backhand 2-all. Will score for Jedden. Don't see that every day. Jedden and Ron on the board with the point. Jedden's got the serve.
And Jedden with the backhand 2-all. It's been a day full of them. We've seen Gosherry throw one, Goenaga with a couple.
It's contagious.
Ron always going to mix in a few.
It's a contagion.
Cabrera started it off nicely.
Beautiful catch by Goenaga off a hard serve by Jedden. This Rebote is saved by Ron. Ball's in play. Here's Goenaga up at the 4 line. Drop shot. Will score. 1-1. Goenaga serves the Renegades.
Yeah, Jedden was really committed to taking that on his right side. He hesitated a bit as that ball crossed the side wall, which...
Was Jedden signing autographs up there? No, he can't through the glass, right?
No, there's been a good crowd up there tonight, though.
All night, yeah.
It's not good for the back, but it's good view.
What a catch by Ron off a bullet serve by Goenaga. Here's Flores from the 12 line. Backhand by Flores. Kicked the overhead screen. That's out of play. That's 2 points for Jedden and Ron. Jedden has the serve.
Good patience being shown by this Fireballs team tonight. They're not, shooting too early here in these points. Jedden's had a couple opportunities, a few missed balls in that first set, or this match could be totally different.
Here's the backhand by Flores. Ron calls for the catch. Missed the ball at the 11 line. 2-2. Goenaga serves for the Renegades.
Placement right along the sidewall there.
Stayed on the sidewall. Beautifully done.
And floating just a bit, too.
Here's the backhand by Ron. Flores is there. Jedden on the left side. Backhand from the 7. Ball clears the overhead screen. Robote all the way to the 3 line. Turn to the outside. Jedden takes it in the air. The 2-all, 2 score. That's well done by Jedden.
Yeah.
3 points for Jedden and Ron. Jedden serves. Yeah, so Jedden likes a good kill shot, but in this case, makes a great catch. He's well aware of where Goenaga is.
Took a peek, gave him, let him get out of the way, and then threw it. That's what you got to do. That's well done.
Flores on the catch. There's the backhand. Robote saved by Jedden. That's inside. Picked up on the bounce by Goenaga. Drop shot by Goenaga. Hit the pad, and the pad is bad. Jedden and Ron with 4 points. And the serve.
Yeah, Ron's been reading the drop shot well, and I don't know if maybe that forced Goenaga to try to drop it just above the pad and be a little more perfect on that throw. And even with a head start, if you throw it well, it's tough to get there.
Flores on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Here's a backhand by Ron. Goenaga from the 8 line. Ron from the 12. Here's a backhand by Ron. Caught in the air by Flores. Flores to the inside. Little clip off the sidewall.
My
2-all
good.
by Jedden scores. My, oh my, that Costello 2-all was beautifully executed by Jedden. That's 5 points. Possible set point for Jedden and Ron.
A whole lot of smiles from this team because, we don't see Jedden do that. I mean, if he has the opponent trapped inside, yes, but that might be the best one he's ever thrown in a battle court match.
Here's a backhand by Flores. Ron gets in there to make the catch. Backhand from the 12 line. Goenaga has it on the Costado. He rips it. Scoop by Ron. Ron hard with the cortado to the inside. And
that'll do
Goenaga made the catch but dropped it on the backswing. 6-2. The second set goes in favor of the Fireballs. Come back out and play our third set. Just 2 minutes.
Look at that scoop, and look at the placement on this ball. Right on the wall. Goenaga got there, crashed, and then dropped it.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? Nice response for the Fireballs there. They come back and take it 6-2.
That was arguably the best Costello 2-all that Jedden's ever thrown in battle court. No question about it. Backhand 2-all.
That's how it started off and just kind of skipped on him. I mean, that's not an easy play to the right side. And Jedden traps him, makes the catch, throws a 2-all.
Well done.
I mean, that is just, man.
Was that Ron that I heard? Was that Ron?
Ron was saying something to somebody. I think it was.
That is Ron.
Oh no, he was talking up his front quarter.
But that's
loudly.
That's a fired up Ron.
He was so fired up from the 2-all there by Jedden that
he distracted.
Could you believe it?
He distracted the entire announcing staff with that.
Ron's not a loud guy.
Ron's a quiet guy. Phenomenal cook, too, by the way.
Oh, tell me about it.
That chicken soup, man. Wow.
It's not just that. He's got some other options on the menu.
Not all of us are fortunate to have the standard invitation.
Of course,
of some of the announcing staff. But let's move on to our third set, shall we?
Surfing up some great play in that second set. There you go, Stu. Easy transition. Well, let's get back to the highlight here. I will say, the difference in that first set, Jedden had an opportunity to make all those catches that he missed. I mean, Goenaga was attacking him. He missed 3 or 4 balls. Although they were shots, Jedden had the ability to catch every one of those. He did in set 2. We'll see what happens here in set 3. Match on the line.
Ready to begin our third set. Goenaga will have the serve for the Renegades. First to 6 points will win the match. Here's a backhand by Ron. Flores is there. Flores to the inside. Ron up high. Backhand. Jedin on the left side. Here's the backhand to the inside. Well thrown. Caught by Goanaga. Goanaga. Oh, Jedin on the hop. Has a tip ball. First point of the third set goes to Goanaga and Flores of the Renegades. Goanaga serves.
Yeah, Jedin committed to taking that one in the air. I mean, he would have had a chance.
Yeah, I don't even think Ron was stepping out that
no,
way. No,
Ron. Ron called for him to take it. So, I mean, could have played the rebote, but he got up high enough. Just couldn't bring it in.
Powerful serve by Goanaga. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Goanaga up the wall. Ron's there. Backhand from the 11. Rebote by Goanaga. Caught by Jedin. A fine catch and a nice backhand follows. Rebote comes right up the middle. Scoop attempt tipped at the 11 line. 2 points for Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga has the serve.
Right along the sidewall there, too. Perfect rebote. Forced it. Such a tough catch for Ron along the wall.
Ron on the backhand from the 11 line. Catch by Goanaga midcourt. Long cortada, read by Ron, stopped by Ron. Here's the backhand to the corner. Low rebote saved by Goanaga. Ron calls for it. Winds up. Costi to pass. Passes both players. Goanaga makes a save. Scoop! One-handed by Ron. Catch by Goanaga. Inside placement picked up by Flores. Nice catch. Rebote forehand save by Jedin. Nicely played. Jedin cuts to the outside. Drop shot by Goanaga scores. That's 3 points for Goanaga and Flores. Goanaga has the serve.
Yeah, Jedin turned his back to defend the outside, and when you do that, you basically tell your opponent where to throw it. Yeah, I mean, he's backing up. He turned his back, but, I mean, yeah, his first step was back. Everything was moving that way, and neither fireball particularly close to that one. That is well done by Goanaga.
Very much so. There's a backhand by Ron. What a beautifully executed costado rebote for Goanaga. That takes the Renegades in this match to 4 points in the third set. Goanaga serves.
Yeah, Jedin's playing with a lot of confidence, and he got caught cheating to the inside here. I mean, look at it. He's attacking. He's moving up towards the front corner. That's usually the attacking position there by the front quarter, and Goanaga makes him pay. Straight to the outside, not a reach.
Here's the backhand by Ron to the inside. Flores is there. Jedin on the left side. Backhand. Passing. Dropping. Rebote to the outside again. Oh, that goes off the tip of Jedin Sesta. That is 5 points for Goanaga and Flores. This is possible. Match point.
Well, Jedin was able to handle the 2-all, but these Philos straight to the outside have just been a little bit tougher. Again, happens quick, comes up in on you. You have to react, and he just hasn't had the Sesta in the right position.
Beautiful catch by Ron. Here's the backhand. Goanaga calls for the rebote. Plays it to the inside. Ron's there. Takes it on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Flores. Tough grab at the 12 line. Rebote for Goanaga. Goanaga swing and a miss at the 7 line. There'll be no shutout in this third set. Jedin and Ron get their first point. Jedin serves.
And Goanaga looked like he was trying to end this match with another rebote to the outside. He had a mighty swing on this one and just didn't come away with the ball. Yeah, gives the Fireballs an extra life here. They got a long way to go still.
Goanaga picks a serve. Low and hard. Oh, scoop attempt is missed. Point, set, and match for Goanaga and Flores, taking it in the third set, 6-1.
Well, so the Renegades, with their third win of the game day, have secured at least a tie. That'll be half a point for our season-long standings. A chance for Stan and Ben to get their first win of the year and pick up a game day win for the Renegades. They'll take on Lalu and Cabrera in just 3 minutes. Game day score reflecting that win a few moments ago by the Renegades. They take a 3-2 lead over the Fireballs heading into our final match. We got one of the better teams for the Fireballs taking on a winless team for the Renegades. But we'll see about that one here in 2 minutes. Goanaga and Flores picking up their 4th win of the year. Congratulations, guys. Interesting match. I mean, dominant first set, then set 2 kind of got away from you there. What was the key to getting back into it and ultimately closing out dominant fashion in set 3?
Well, I think that, like you said, we started pretty good on the first set. On the second set, we did some mistakes and they played really well. And on the third set, it was key to start focus. We did it, and we won, and happy.
Yeah, and Flores seemed like a pretty good day for you there in the backcourt. What is it like when you have those days you're feeling comfortable there in the backcourt?
You know, game by game, the same plan. But, you know, Goanaga says, you know, catch and throw, Flores. Just catch and throw. Don't try to be no hero with it. Just catch and throw the ball.
Well played today, and you got a win for your team. You secured a tie. We'll see what happens in this final match. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, Stan and Ben with an opportunity to get their team to win, but they got the matchup against Lalu and Cabrera. Here in this 4th division doubles match, Lalu and Cabrera 3-2 so far this season. Stan and Ben 0-3. Again, with the game day score favoring the Renegades at the moment, the Fireballs need a win, and the game day would end in a tie, and a half point for each team in the standings. Again, with a win here for the Fireballs, they and the Renegades would remain tied for second place with 3.5 points. Actually, the Fireballs have played one less game day compared to the Renegades, though. Ready to go with our final match. Lalu and Cabrera taking on Stan and Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, our final match of the game day is ready to begin. 4th division doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have the team of Lalu and Cabrera. And for the Renegades, it's Stan and Ben. There's a serve. We begin our final match. Tough catch on the inside by Cabrera, dropping at the feet of Stan. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Lalu comes flying in. Backhand, right to Ben. Ball tipped. Stan and Ben at the first point of our final match.
We've seen Lalu real consistent on that left side. Again, he's coming off of a frantic match that he eked out there at the end along with Aratz.
Backhand fired into the corner. Look at Ben. Gets back in there to take it in the air. And it's tipped again right along the side wall. 2 quick points for Stan and Ben.
Sidewall is tricky, but he's been making those catches fine. Is it me or am I hearing something in the audience?
Someone is making some noise. Catch overhead by Ben. Fires it above the pad. Lalu picks it off. Ben, tough catch overhead, keeps it along the side wall. Back to Cabrera. Cabrera goes deep. Staying on the rebote. Rebote left side, hooked above the pad. Lalu looking to attack. Cortada dropping and scoring. 2 bounces to get the Fireballs their first point.
That Cortada did everything you want a Cortada to do. Comes low above the pad, goes straight from the front wall to the side wall low, and comes off of the side wall with nothing. So here you go. He throws it low, hits the front wall, side wall down low, takes that second bounce. Well done.
All Hard serve by Lalu. Ben hangs in there, pulls it in up at the 11. Catch by Cabrera right along the sidewall. This one dropping. Ben picks it up high on the left side. Big backhand again. Ben steps back in, cuts it off. Hard throw above the pad. Lalu gets there. Lalu goes deep. Not deep enough. Ben reaching up. Long carom.
That is
wow,
nice.
That drops in
That
and it
is
scores
nice.
for Ben.
That
The
is
Renegades
nice.
a 3-1 lead.
That is a long carom. We call it a long carom because it's thrown from deep in the backcourt. Ben snapped it, stays high the whole time, hits the floor and shoots straight outside. Beautifully executed by Ben.
Cabrera gets up on the serve, launches it wall to wall. Stand on the rebote, keeps it inside, right back to Cabrera. To wall.
Look at Ben.
Look at Ben. Gets it on the outside. Carom return by Ben. That is perfect. Another one that makes it 4-1.
So let me see if I get this straight. Ben was beating himself in the face with the cesta earlier between sets. You suggested potentially get himself like pumped up or something, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, okay, something along those lines. He makes a great long carom, then he runs up, stops a 2-wall.
Look at where that
from
opens.
the backcourt position and returns a carom to score. Maybe all the players should be beating themselves up with the cesta.
Might be all-time 2-wall there from Ben. That was perfect. Rebote 2-wall by Stan. Ooh, Lalu's got it. He whips a carambola. What a scoop by Stan above the pad. That'll score. 5 points and a possible set point here for Stan and Ben.
This got away from the fireballs quick. This got away from the fireballs quick.
I mean, what a catch here by Stan. This is a brutal
Beautiful.
throw. And
Very well done.
Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Backhands dropping. Scoop by Ben. Ben goes deep. Out of reach of Cabrera. Rebote left side. Hooked up the middle. Stan. Drop shot. Dropped in to score. Stan and Ben win it 6-1. 2 minutes to come back and play set number 2.
Again, highlight can go any direction at any point. With, I guess Stan's a night player.
Some people have their preferred time slots, but that was just tremendous play. I mean, again, the fireballs didn't force the Renegades to work all too hard, but Ben's shot making was great. Stan's shot making was the best we've seen. The defense was great. I mean, what else can you say other than it was really just about a perfectly played set?
Ben had two fantastic points. Stan, without some of those mistakes that have been plaguing him in previous battle court. Look at this catch by Ben. Behind him on the right side, he's a left-handed player. Look at this carom that he snaps from the 12, and that is a long carom. That is perfectly executed for Magic City. That is just perfectly executed. Beautifully done.
And the one thing you say to Lalu is you don't need to be too aggressive in a match like this, particularly with Cabrera behind you, the way that he's caught this season. I mean, you just can't really get beat on shots like that. But sometimes, I mean, you got to tip your cap to him. I mean, that's pretty well thrown. And he needed just about every bit of it. How about this 2-wall? I mean, look at where that hits. I mean, look at that.
Okay, so I've made a note back here for the week's memo suggesting that all players strike themselves in the face with the cesta.
And this was a turnaround here. It felt like maybe that was going to get the fireballs into it. Stan scoops it up. And it's tipped there by Cabrera. Stan, look at this drop shot. Faked him out to the inside. Look at that. Everything is all right. So what happened, folks, was that Lalu went a little bit early. Clock had yet to expire. There has to be a whistle being blown. You can see everything is all good. Fortunately, the players on the court were paying attention, but it is his first, just his second Friday night. So
Lalu apologized.
Yeah, no, all good. No harm, no foul. That was just a little early there.
Well, potential
but
harm.
he's eager to begin.
If the judge is walking out.
Well, the good thing I said the good thing is the players on the court were paying attention and people in the crowd were recognizing it, so everyone was on it. So everything's good. Ready to begin set 2. There's a serve by Lalou. We begin set 2. Lalou on the right side. On Cortada. Ben tipped it. Fireballs get the first point here of set number 2. A crucial first point.
Lalou is apparently in a hurry.
Yeah, that shows you how eager he was to get this next set started. That was not the best from the Fireballs. Oh, that kicks to Ben's forehand, makes the play. Floated inside, cut off by Lalou. He goes deep. Robote left side to the outside. Lalou's all over it. Cortada, that'll score. 2 points for Lalou and Cabrera. This was perfect.
Good catch by Lalou.
Look at this. Drops low. Look at where that kicks. Splits him up, too.
Very well done.
Ball tipped in the service box. 3 in a row.
Stan reaching in. It's, if the ball's coming to you,
catch by Cabrera on the inside of the backhand. Right back to Ben. Lalou fires this one wall-to-wall stand. Oh, that's cutting inside, and the return is hooked. 4 points for Lalou and Cabrera. What a catch there by Ben. Plucks it off the side wall. Right back to Lalou. On a wall from the left side. Robote up at the 5 line. That's a little too high. Sent up in the overhead screen and out of play. 5 straight and a possible set point here for Lalou and Cabrera.
Really a tale of 2 sets with this score. The first one entirely in the direction of the Renegades. The second one,
Robote left side, saved above the pad. That's dropping. Look at Ben. Got there before the second bounce.
good control.
Floats it up the middle. Lalou, Robote left side to the inside. Up by Ben. Backhand to wall. Thrown to score. Straight points and a perfect set for Lalou and Cabrera. They win it 6-0. We'll play set 3 in 2 minutes. So there's the response, 6-0 there in set number 2 by Lalou and Cabrera.
Don't often see those lopsided scores.
Especially this season. It's been pretty competitive every match, too, as you see some of the folks enjoying the action.
Well, on the game days, absolutely,
camera.
because we have so many ties.
Right.
But that's a representation of what goes on the court.
That's a perfect one, the backhand 2-wall here. Oh, again, I mean, and look at how safely that drops in.
Was it me or was Arruti in beach attire in the cage just now?
He looked to be, beach-like attire. Yeah, athletic clothing. Yeah, that looks like something.
He's headed to the beach. No question about it.
It is South Florida.
It is.
Could be like a night party or something. It's a young guy and it's early. We got a lot to decide still on this game day, though. And the Renegades at the moment lead 3-2, so the Fireballs need to win this match to end the game day in a tie. If the Renegades win this set, they will win the game day and pick up a full point in our standings. And Fireballs will be right back in action on Monday when they play against the Cyclones. So back-to-back game days for the newest team in Battle Court. Ready to begin here. Our third and decisive set. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set number 3. Stan and Ben serve to Lalu and Cabrera. There's a serve. Set 3 has begun with a big backhand by Cabrera. All to wall, Rebote hooked up the middle. Lalu attacks. Forehand. Fire to the inside, low and hard. Ben, what a nice save, able to run around it. Cabrera from the outside, backhand, floated back in the corner. Ben had it for a moment and popped out of the basket.
It's a nice throw by Cabrera to the inside. Ben still having to move a bit to his left to make the catch, just unable to bring it in.
Powerful serve handled by Ben from the 12 line. Floats it inside. Catch by Cabrera right off the sidewall. Oh, Cabrera not going to let it pass. Backhand dropped inside. Cut off low by Stan. Ben pulls it off the sidewall. Floats it up. Cabrera gets to it. Backhand from the 10 line. Launched all he can behind this one. Stan hooked it into the floor. 2 straight for Lalu and Cabrera here in set 3.
Stan was really on top of his game that first set. Not in the second set, but that was mostly Lalu. Third set, he had control of that ball, just sent it to the pad.
And stops another one. Fires it inside. Cabrera reaches up, makes a play. Stan with a chance, cuts it off. Hard backhand inside. Cabrera gets up to it. Backhand to wall. Just too low. It's Stan and Ben their first point.
Had been working.
Space was there. Just needed to hit the front wall.
Yeah, instead of the pad.
Yeah,
instead of the pad.
That's an overserve. First fault. Second serve coming up. Oh, that is a underserve double fault, giving Lalu and Cabrera 3 points and the serve back.
That is one thing that Stan has had consistent difficulty with is his serving. The box seems big when you're looking from the outside, but when you're trying to get the little ball from your cesta into the box, it's a whole other matter.
That serve is an ace, 4-1 lead.
Whereas that one you couldn't see.
Yeah,
I mean, you need to be able to see the ball in order to get your cesta near it. Lalu just, wow.
Ben got to that one before it crossed. Floats it up along the wall. Cabrera. Nice catch low on the left side. Backhand there by Ben. Floats it up. Cabrera gets there. Sends this one out a long way, all the way up at the 5 line. Stan returns a drop shot. Cabrera calls him off. Whips it to pass. Ben in the rebote. That's a wonky one. He returns a 2-wall. That scores. My, oh my, 2 points for the Renegades.
Ben's been on today. Ben has absolutely been on today. Cabrera staying up there in the front. Had to do it. And then basically saying, you want to play front court? Here's a 2-wall.
Well placed serve, backhand to the inside. Ben scoops it up. Keeps it along the wall. There's Lalu reaching in. Oh, That's coming out a long way. Stan up at the 3 line, turns it to the outside, and it's in.
Perfect placement.
3 points for Stan and Ben.
That is what we call perfect placement. Powerful backhand. Mr. Bote is coming way out. Stands on the move. To the outside it goes. Boom. Lands in, straight to the pad.
Cabrera, hard throw up the middle, tipped by Ben. Five points, possible set, and a possible match point. And handles that serve, good body control, plays it to the inside. Cabrera, what a catch along the wall. Stan, drop shot. Lalou's got it. Lalou, splitter. That scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Fireballs win it. And the game day ends in a 3-3 tie. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
Still got 2 minutes. I'm here. I'm listening. Catches everything. Can they not hear? Can they hear me or no? I think so, because he's laughing. Okay. You're not the young guy anymore? Yes, sir. No. I hear you. Can you hear me? What music? I'm just being annoying now.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Renegades and Fireballs end today's action in a 3-3 tie. We have someone in the DraftKings players cage, one of the Fireball